All right, well, welcome back to the iWealth podcast, and today we're talking about the giving pledge, and some of the wealthiest people in our society right now are giving away a good chunk of their wealth to philanthropic endeavors. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Matt. So locally, you've been helping the area foundation here in your town, and I'm helping my area foundation, and there's churches and things like that. I mean, this is just kind of next level. It's people that we might not hang with every day, but people that are billionaires that have all this wealth and all this money created that have made this giving pledge that they're going to give most of it away when they die someday, or along the way, give it away. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Warren Buffett and Elon Musk, and some of these people have already pledged these things that are out there. And I'm not sure about Elon. I shouldn't use his name. He's a different cat. But my point is, there's ways that we can do it if we're not a billionaire.
Okay.
And I've seen clients through the years that would have, let's say, a life insurance. One of the easiest things to have a life insurance policy. So they buy a life insurance policy, pays $1 million someday when they die.
Yep.
And they have more money than they need as far as just living their day-to-day life and expenses through retirement. So they take a chunk of money, they buy a life insurance policy, they die. Their charity wins by getting $1 million gift.
Yep.
But there's other ways. I have clients that will give appreciated stock. So they've worked at a corporation, they've accumulated stock, and they have all this low basis, and when they die, they give it to the charity, or along the way, they give it to the charity. Or an IRA. An IRA is taxed someday when you die or when you pull it out. One of the best things to do with an IRA, if you're charity inclined, is to give it to the nonprofit, because they're going to cash it in and pay no taxes because they're nonprofit. So do you need a giving challenge? Do you need to sign up for the giving challenge? Not necessarily, but what you should consider, you and I should consider, and our clients should consider, is if there's more than enough.
Yep.
And we have a charitable inclined heart,
yep,
we should consider some of the ways that we can give some of that away, whether it's today or whether it's in the future when we die.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I've had clients that have thought, well, when I die, and they leave a beneficiary name, and we went back and said, why don't we do it now? Like, why wouldn't you want, not that you want the recognition,
yep,
but if they can, why are we going to wait 20 years? Like, if there's enough, let's do it now. And we started, and they started to give that money away, and they feel they're in gratitude. We talked about this in being in gratitude. They're in gratitude because they were able to see their money go to work for them. So I think a lot of times we just, first of all, you got to get over the fact that you have more than enough. Like, Brad, don't let me be broke and run out of money. Mm-hmm. How do we make sure that you're not going to run out of money? And then, are you charitable inclined?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah. It's such a big thing if you can get to that part of your heart, because if you can give it away, it also seems like through that process of giving it away, you find other like-minded people, and there's a lot of quality of life stuff that goes along with finding other people that are, if you're working at a food shelf and all of a sudden there's 20 other people there that are working at a food shelf that have that type of giving thing in their heart, and then all of a sudden you're with like-minded people, and that's when the real magic happens. Like, the money's one small part of it, but the resource part of
community.
It, of who's giving along with that and being a part of that community, that's where the magic happens.
That's neat. And in that situation, it's money, but it's also using your hands and feet and your mind and helping that charity. So I think people, first of all, you got to make sure that we've used this before, own oxygen mask is on, that you got yourself covered.
You've checked your boxes.
But sometimes we have clients that have never money. They're never going to use it.
Yep.
And it's okay if you want to give it all to your kids. Fine. Totally fine. But if you have some charities, be creative with it. Like, if you know you're going to leave $100,000 to the charity and it's earmarked in an account, what if you took that $100,000 and bought $1 million life insurance policy with it? You leveraged it today, so someday when you die, the 100 is going to be $1 million.
Yeah.
Like, there's creative ways to do that if you're inclined to do so.
Then how would that change whatever the thing is that you enjoy giving towards?
Right.
If you knew that at the end of your life that they're going to get a boost.
Yeah.
Unlike any other boost that they've ever gotten for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool way of thinking about it.
For sure.
Never
Yeah.
use it money. Is
Yep.
that what you call it?
The never money.
The never money.
Yep. Yep.
Does that come from Never Never Land?
I don't know where it comes from, but it's
I want some of this never never money.
and in my simple mind, it's just never money. We don't think we're ever going to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you got questions about this, give Brad a quick call. If not, we'll see you back here next time on the iWealth podcast.
All right. Thanks.